All right. How's it going, guys? Guys and gals, how do you do? Turn it up. Turn it up. Oh, yeah. Appreciate y'all pressing the play button. Let's go. Love that. Those of you that hit the like button, double thumbs up for you. That's legendary. Appreciate you doing that. Helping with that old algorithm. The old algorithm, you know, that things, the algorithms. Let's go! Much love goes out to all you supporters of the channel, recent subscriber, follower, whoever you are. Thank you so much for that. Every single one of you, I care. Bless. I wish you all the best in life. All legends. I do want to give quick shout outs too. I do apologize I'm not paying attention to chat, guys, because I'm trying to stay focused. Not ignoring you. I appreciate every single one of you that drop by the live stream. Okay? I care. I do. I should pay attention a little bit more, but, you know, I'm not Tim the Tap Man. Not meaning to bring him up or anything, but hey, you guys, guess what? Show the love to my guy at master__Reese. He's at the bottom of my channel, one of my longtime friends, gaming friends from good old Twitch land. Go back a number of years. Don't chat much, unfortunately, because, you know, life keeps us all busy. And so yeah, check out his channel on YouTube. Support my longtime friend, Master Reese. Let's go! Appreciate y'all. Let's turn this up and get going. We are pitter patter. Let's get back at her. Just got to do something quickly. Some cafe. Coffee. I'm still drinking coffee, guys. I know. It's what keeps me going. Yesterday, I feel like, I started off streaming that, feeling, I don't know, tired. My head's been foggy, I guess, maybe all day. I don't know. Yesterday, I had a little hour and a half nappy wappy, so I was fresh like a muffin straight out of the oven, that kind of fresh. Today, no nappies, just straight to work. It's all good though, it's all good. Slowly it was getting better, I feel. Okay, we're gonna continue, guys and gals. Where were we? Where are we? Where ours we's? Where's we's? Where's ours we's? Okay. We were... Okay, let's see. We're working on our code here. We got our old aeroplane. We were watching it fly. Okay, so let's have a little look. See what's up. Okay. Zoom. There it goes. Flying at a normal, constant rate. It doesn't look too bad. Too bad at all. So we do have to... I'm just stopping the play, but... Again, every object... You're using memory and stuff, guys, when you're, gaming, making things happen. Even when you're making the game, you're using memory, right? So, but we're going to get to it eventually, where we have to... there we go. Oh, what is up? What? Okay, there we go. Okay, get with the program. Moving my controls, you have to right click to do that. I'm used to using my WASD to move around. I could use this pan button, but I find it's very slow. So yeah. There we go. Now I did that so that we could see better, right? See what's up. We kind of need that extra visual, right? Okay, so our plane is running, but we're not operating or controlling it. So if we look at our armor vehicle, you can see we have script, right? We haven't actually attached the script to the aeroplane, okay? So what we need to do, which makes logical sense, is we have to remove the script from the tank that we're using, because we're kind of done with it. We could play with it once more if we want. Our plane's gonna drive off. Here we go. I'm operating the tank still. Our plane's gone off into infinity. Okay, but we want to control the plane, so we need to remove the control from the tank. So I'm gonna say remove component. So how you do that, there's these 3 vertical dots. Okay, guys, I want to check the stream, make sure you guys can hear me all right. Let's have a quick look see. I lost my shortcut here, so take the long way, scenic route. Stream, make sure. All right, we're good. We are good. Perfect. So there's, it's starting to become a common thing. You'll see vertical dots for kind of like settings. So I'm clicking that. Okay. On the right side here in our inspector, just think of our inspector as the properties of an object. Okay. And we need to remove the components. Okay. So we remove the script. Okay, guys and gals. So if I save it, now we should not have any more control of our tank, right? So if I try to drive it, and which I am, it's not moving, okay? Now it's a stationary object. Okay, so what we need to do, again, let's get back on track. right? So we imported, some more stuff into our world environment here, right? We got an aeroplane now. And this is part of the challenge. The challenge is to fix all the bugs and errors. The idea is to kind of make you think, force you to understand the programming a little bit and how things are created and made and such, and to fix a problem. So let's say, I don't know, some new dev made this plane project and he just totally destroyed it. And I don't know, we'll just leave it at that. I didn't want to say that they quit and stuff or whatever, but maybe they still have the job. They're gonna get one more chance, okay? Junior dev. The company's gonna give him one more chance, but somebody's got to fix his project because he really messed it up. He had the plane flying backwards. It was flying at Mach 1. What's Mach 1? 700 miles an hour, something like that. Mach 1 speed. Why meters per second? Let's put it in miles. Yeah, 767 miles per hour. That is pretty quick. But when you're up in the sky, it doesn't feel like that, to be honest. Well, I don't know. I never flew a jet before, so what do I know? Okay, but I have been in an aeroplane flying at 500 miles an hour, passenger plane, right? Okay, so our old script we removed. So essentially I could delete the script, but I'm gonna keep it. It could stay as part of the project, right? But right now this script is not attached to anything, okay? Follow player is still attached to our camera, okay? Follow player. Okay, we're going to be removing that actually too, right? Come to think of it, because we got new scripts. We want the camera, okay, right? Let's stop and think about this, right? We got to do a little fixing, a little bit more. This is kind of additional to the project. I believe when you import this challenge 1, I think the idea was to import it into a new environment that didn't have anything. I'm assuming. I mean, I just imported it in the one that we already have going. So I have to do a little extra thinking, and I have to remove the script and control from a couple of our objects here. Okay? Makes sense? So we're going to reattach, so don't worry. Okay, so camera, main camera, and we have this follow player script. Okay, we're going to remove that as well. Currently, it's following the armored tank. Okay, so same thing. Clicking the 3 vertical dots. Remove component. There we go. Okay, gone. Okay, so if I play it, the camera shouldn't be following anything. Honestly, it's not going to be doing anything anyways because, well, we don't have any moving objects, right? Okay, so that means we get to move the camera. Okay, so I'm not doing that, but I want to get a bigger visual here. Let's go back to scene, and we're gonna fix our camera. We're gonna put it back to 0 or horizontal. Okay, we're kind of resetting it, but not really. Okay, so guys, here's something you can do quickly. Okay, remember, our camera is looking down the roadway, right? Okay. We need it to be looking this way. We could actually have it where maybe the camera is like right here. It's kind of hard. Like, let's say I put the camera inside. We're looking at the wheels, and apparently it's Wonder Woman's Cessna. So I didn't know that, but yeah, we're inside, guys. I don't see any of her wardrobe though. Good thing she's invisible right now. So if there was a clear window, I'd put the camera there, but there isn't. Okay, we're inside an object, And yeah, that's what happens. And it's all good though. It's all good. So what we are going to do is figure out, okay, the elevation of our airplane is at 50. Okay. Now I don't know, 50 meters. I guess meters, guys. I don't know. Just to give my American friends, meters to feet. 1 meter is basically a yardstick, guys. Most of you know what a yardstick is. So yeah, that's a meter. Okay. So if you just kind of correlate a meter, 3 foot 3 inches. Okay. All right. So let's click our camera. Okay, and let's make its elevation at 50 as well. Okay, there we go. Now we're up there. So if I ran it, I don't know if we'd see the airplane or not, but let's find out. Let's do some testing. Oh, there we go. Cool. See ya. That's actually not bad. I might leave it there. Little behind view. It's actually below it. That's nice. Again, our code doesn't have an offset, and our camera isn't following. Remember, so we gotta do that stuff again. Okay. So our new script, guys. Okay, let's go into our new script. Okay, our challenge 1 project script. Okay, it's X. Okay, so again, we're gonna do the same thing. We gotta make sure we're clicked on camera in hierarchy. And then we gotta lightly click follow player and drag it to this empty space. Okay. The reason I say lightly click is because you don't want to click it and activate it here. Okay, there we go. So now it doesn't have an object, so that's missing. So if you remember, let's go back to our code. We need a game object. Oh, look. It actually might be in our script already. Let's have a look. Follow player. Oh, look, game object. Cool. I'm gonna go follow player here. We call it player vehicle. I might change the name. It's fine. We're not gonna mess anything up if we change our variables. The only thing I'm gonna mess up is right here, right? Because this is, I look at it like an object. Now we're talking about coding here. There's a term in coding. You create a class, you instantiate, newing up it's called, and newing up creates an object. An object is what gets access to our getters, to our methods, to our variables, yada, yada, yada. Okay? So I kind of, anything before a dot separator, I think of as an object. But technically they're not really objects, but like here it's a field. Here it says field. Game object, right? Technically speaking, it is still an object, so that's cool, right? Its main master is a game object, so we're gonna call it plane vehicle. It would sound stupid if I said player plane. Player, the object's the actual plane, so player vehicle, player, just trying to think of something good to call it. Player, it's not a vehicle. Player, what do you guys have? Player, I don't know. Player, I could call it just player object, but I want to kind of reference it to an airplane. Player plane sounds kind of funny, but maybe we'll just roll with it for now. Okay, guys? Using the KISS method. Okay, so all I did was double click. It highlights everything. I double left click. So you can either drag your left click and drag, okay? Or you just double click it. It'll highlight the whole thing for you. So if I go Z, right? I renamed the object. That's why the program's going, what's up? What are you doing? Right? It's telling me I'm doing something wrong. Okay, there we go. All fixed. Control Home, Shift S. Now it is public. Remember, guys, I'm going to put notes here. Important. This must be public. This must remain as public access. Okay? Again, remember I said you'll break the camera, you'll break the control, right? So let's go Control Home, Shift S. We'll check it out, have a look. It should hopefully update right here. See, it did. Player plane. Okay, there. We have a game object. That's what we need. That's our linker, essentially. It's our link between our scripts and telling the camera, hey, camera, follow this object. Okay, so we're going to take our aeroplane and just drag it right into there. Beep, bop, boop. That easy, guys. Okay, did you see how easy? Remember, if you actually click it, it'll change your inspector. You got to be careful of that. You don't want to hard click. You want to lightly click. Does that make sense? I don't know. We're left clicking here. Okay, so I hard clicked main camera so that we are looking at our main camera in the inspector. And then I'm lightly going to grab our object, which is our airplane, the actual airplane, and just lightly drag and drop it in there. Of course, I already have it, so I don't need to. So no sense me doing that again, right? Okay, looking at it. So if you are uncertain if that worked or not, just look at click the camera, see, and then look down here in our scripts, our follow player script, which is our X script, and we want the camera to follow the plane. Okay, let's save that. Let's run it, see where we're at. I don't know, just for fun. I know we need to do more work. Okay, all right, yes, we are following the plane. Let's go! Except now we're looking at our steering tire. So we can do our offset again, or we can move the camera. You kind of have two choices, right? Offsets. Will that work, the offset? I don't know. Did I do that before? Let's have a look. Offset. Yeah, I did an offset. Okay. I don't know how much of an offset to do, to be honest. Okay, let's have a look. We need to know some values, okay? A reference point. Our airplane's flying 50 meters in the air. Our camera technically is also 50 meters in the air. It's at a -0 on the Z, but that doesn't really matter. And our X is at 2.5. It don't matter. We can leave it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, guys, when somebody's playing a game, they're not going to know if a camera is perfectly center, right? So I just recommend that you don't be so anal or as particular. I know I could be like that. Things kind of have to be perfect. But here's the thing. When you got no time to create, and creating takes a long time, you kind of have to bite your tongue, not bite your tongue, but bite your lip and go, okay, don't do that. Just leave it alone, right? You kind of have to tell yourself that, because time is money, and if you're spending time making things perfect, you're wasting a lot of time, right? Nobody's really going to notice it. That's just kind of a tip, okay? All right, I just want to make sure you guys and gals can still hear me. 10, okay? Good, awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so I could do an offset. Maybe an offset will work. We'll test it out. Okay, so just like our other code, we had an offset. Okay, so I could kind of copy this. It'll work. Let's just reuse what's here. Okay, remember, what's our reference point, right? That's kind of key. Where are we referencing from? Is it from the ground, or is it from where the camera is in the air? Right? That's a good question. Okay. It actually has an offset already. They've given us an offset, but it has no value. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. We're just going to paste it. Okay, and then I got to copy that variable because it's the same thing, right? And it's not going to break the code, guys. You're going to be fine. You can change and update your variable names. Okay, the only problem is do I have my values correct? Right? So now let's look at it from the camera perspective first. Where are we referencing from? Right? Okay, so the reference, if we look at our code here, I just want to double check something. So with our tank, remember, all right side code or values get stored into left side. Okay, so this is our camera script, right? Okay, getting the camera to follow the vehicle. So essentially, this is our camera script, right, guys? It's for our camera. Okay, so the transform position of the camera. Okay, thinking about this. Now, going here, our camera is currently at negative 2.5, 50, and negative 1. Okay. The X and the Z, they're pretty close to 0, so it's close enough. Okay. So player vehicle, our player vehicle is the airplane. Okay. That's our game object, right? That we're linking to. Plus the camera offset. So wherever the plane is, plus the camera offset gives us the location of where our camera should be looking. Okay, so vehicle plus camera offset. So maybe we should go off of our plane. What's the coordinates of our plane? 0, 50, 0. Okay, so X and Z could be 0. Let's do that. So X could be 0 and Z could be 0. We don't need to change that. Okay? But we should change maybe our Y value, right? Remember when we looked initially, we were kind of just staring at one of these wheels. Okay? I don't know how tall that plane is. Where do we want our camera, guys? We could have it on the side, or we could be looking at it from behind, or maybe I could go forward with it, right? It's kind of your choice. Should we go in the Z direction? We could do that. Let's do that. Okay, so going back to our code, so instead of changing our vertical, let's change our Z value, but we'll go forward. We'll see if that works. So blue that's positive. Our camera is facing the same thing. So both these directions should be positive. So I did that so that I know, do I put in a negative value or do I put a positive value? Let's go with 10. Let's try that. Okay, we'll go with a positive value. Okay, Control Shift S saves everything. Okay, Control S doesn't seem to work, guys, but that's okay. So this is Control S. All right, let's run and find out. See what happens. Oh, snap. This time we're above the wing. Okay, what happened? What happened? So our offset is from, we changed our Z value, XYZ. We made that positive. The reference point is from Z here is 0. At least our camera is close to our airplane. But we didn't change our Y. We made the Y the same as the airplane. But we didn't add a Y. So maybe we should add a Y a little bit. Let's put a 10 in there. We'll just add 10. And let's just see what happens. We're trying to figure out what values we should be using. Okay? We need to figure this out, guys. It's the reference point is the key. Okay, a little bit higher above the wing. I don't know if that's helping much. We'll just keep doing this. I'm going to change the value to 20. It seems to be referencing off the plane. Okay, let's run it. Oh, make sure you save it. Control Home, Shift S. It seems to be referencing off the airplane. I don't know. Is it? No, it doesn't seem to be doing that at all. Okay, so changing the Y value, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Z value, it makes no sense. Okay, so the Z value moved. Where did we have it originally? We had it at, I don't know what we had it at. Let's go 20 here. Let's change our Z value, see what happens. We're going forward, remember? Okay, testing. It's not moving at all. Changing that value, okay? Plus camera offset. Player vehicle plus camera offset. Changing in the Z direction. We should be looking forward. I'm not sure. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna set it back to 0. Okay, so technically we're not offsetting at all. And let's see where our focus is again. It's back to here, same spot. Really interesting. What happens if I do this? Okay, we're kind of trying to figure things out, guys. Okay, let's say we just actually physically move the camera up. Okay. All right, so our camera is now. Well, where is it? It's probably way too high here. Yeah, it's way too high. So let's go to 60. So I went up 10. Okay, let's run that. See what's up. Okay, same thing, guys. We're not getting much change here. Okay, Control Z. Control Z. Whoops. Instead of doing that, I'm going to put it back to 50. That's interesting. It's weird how our viewpoint was different before. Right, guys? It truly was. We're not really moving it much either, it seems. Okay, what's up? Player plane plus the transform. Let's have a look. Let's bring this and see how similar the code is. Okay, this is our vehicle. Da da da. Dun dun dun. That's same. That's the same. That's the same. Okay. Camera offset. There's nothing really different there. So what's up? We gotta figure this out. This is something I won't lie, guys. I'm trying to figure out where our offset is based off of. Is it the game object? But looking at it, our camera is. Come on, move. Our camera is kind of looking right here. It's kind of right here, even though it's sitting here, but it's right here. It's really odd. And then also, I'm not moving it at all. Do we have control of our airplane right now? Let me just have a look. Yeah, we've attached the script. Okay, do we have any values? What's... Oh! Boy, am I ever... Oh, I'm silly, guys. You're probably yelling at me, aren't you guys? That's probably why you should delete the old script. Okay? Guys, I'm really derping. Okay, hold up. I figured it out. Okay?
No!
One more time.
No!
Bloody heck. Okay? If you don't want to get confused, guys, what was our original values before? Is that right? Those were our original values. Oh my god, no wonder why the thing's not moving. Okay. Put notes, okay? Armor tank. God. It's probably a good idea to delete. I wanted to keep it. I didn't want to delete it. But that's the problem, right? So this is our airplane script. This way you don't mess it up. Okay, change the values in the right script, guys. Control Home Shift S. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really being. Oh man, I should have had that 1 hour and 40-minute nap. Okay, let's do this again. God, and I felt like we were on the right track too. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, so starting from the beginning. Okay, we have moved our camera up to 50 elevation, and right now the viewpoint is right there. Okay, and we're following the plane, which is great. Okay, we are going to change these values here. Okay, so back to where we were going. So we wanted to change. Oh man, really messing up. So it's the center of the plane. It's fine. I don't really need to move. Again, I don't really need to move X or Y. Where the camera should be, I don't know. We'll just move it forward and we'll keep it underneath. Okay, so we're going to go back. X and Y are going to be 0. Okay, but we're too far backwards. So let's go +6 forwards. Okay, put little notes for yourselves, guys, so that in case you have duplicate script, right? If I had deleted it in the first place, I wouldn't have went into the wrong script. We should be good now, hopefully. Okay. It looks like our viewpoint's different, so good. Okay. Oh, there we go. We are in front now. Perfect. Much better. Is that too far forward? Maybe we should see some of the airplane a little bit. I don't know if we can. But I got it now, guys. I got it. Just silly me. Silly. Again, my pain is your gain. So we're kind of low. We're not really seeing it very much. I don't even know if we need an offset. I kind of moved it in a good spot maybe. Let's put our values to 0. So that means we're not really adding an offset. So technically speaking, we could just delete it, but we'll just keep the values are 0, 0, 0. It's not going to change. Okay, so let's have a look. Without an offset, let's see where we're at. Okay, there we go. Now we're looking at the wheel. Okay, not really where we'd fly an airplane, but hey. So if you've played any flying games, sometimes some games are from the side view. Other good games will give you a view from inside the cockpit, which is helpful. So they're cool. So good to know. So we can actually physically move our camera up to an elevation close, and then we can reference off the airplane from the camera. Right? So the values that we're entering are very minimal. Let's try some here. Let's go up 4, and we'll leave that at 0. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm in the right code. Good. Make sure. Oh, silly me. Silly me. Okay, we went up. There we go. We're back up. Okay, let's go forward a little bit. Okay, we're up. And maybe we'll go forward too. And see where we're at. Okay, we're in front of the plane. Not too bad. Okay, let's move it back. Let's go forward 1. Okay, maybe we want to see the plane a little bit. Okay, I don't know if it's going to give us that perspective, but we'll see. Oh, just barely. Okay, so because we could get away with floats, we could go 0.5 F. Okay, Control Home, Shift S, and we'll just go over half. Just half. Just a little bit. Just so we can see the plane. Oh, there we go. That's not bad. Okay, not bad at all. Again, you could put your camera on the side if you want to view it from the side, or maybe you want to kind of pretend you're actually flying it. So now we're actually looking at a perspective that works. Oh, look. There we go. So maybe the offset is based off of, remember guys, okay, when you were doing this. Now, me having fails and stuff will help you better to see what you're the silly mistakes that you may be making if you're not paying attention like I was.
Go!
Thanks, Homer. I know, that was crazy. Okay, so we removed the script. We should have just deleted them, right? Less worries. Okay, good, that's done. Let's carry on. Should we leave it at that? We're going to leave it at that for now, guys. Okay, little front perspective. Okay, I could actually change that value. I'm thinking, right, that's what I wanted to get to, right? So if I click my airplane, right, there's the object for the airplane, and our offset is off of this object. Okay, so when we change these values here, we're adding to this is the game object. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted to get at, and that's why I do these little extra numbers and playing with the numbers, so that I have, even myself, and plus for you guys, you know, a better idea. What is our reference? What are we changing our values? What's our original location? Do you know what I mean? So our offset is off the game object for our airplane. Okay, I could, technically speaking, just take the camera and move it. It looks like I could do that and it would work the same, guys. I could drag the camera and move it wherever. Here I just moved the camera close and then I just added an offset, right? I mean, that's a couple of ways of doing it too, right? Couple different ways. So you can move the camera physically, and be a perfectionist that way, or you could just roll with an offset and just change some values. So I'm going to change it to 0.25. Okay, I know it's very minor or minute, but I wanted to see the wing a little bit more. Okay, oh, that's a bad perspective. Okay, so we're gonna go back, and maybe we'll bring this back 3.5. Let's see what happens. Oh, right, that has to be an F. Okay, We're just kind of tweaking and adjusting here a little bit, our values. That's all we're doing. Okay, oh, there we go. It's a little bit better. Almost like we're in the cockpit now. Okay, let's try 3.25. We'll play with the numbers a little bit here, guys. See where we're at. Whoops. Okay, let's click the proper program here. Okay. Oh yeah, we're kind of in the airplane a little bit. We're glitching in it, inside of it some. So we're gonna just go Control Z on that. We'll leave it on 3.5. Okay. And just wait, and then let's run it again. It should be back to where we were before. Okay, now we're flying the airplane from there. Okay, we'll just leave it. Good enough. Whew! I did it, guys. Finally did it. Got her. We got her. Okay, what's next? What is next? Okay, so move. It says move the camera. The camera is in front of the plane. Okay, reposition it so it's beside the plane. That's what it says. So, I mean, it's your choice, guys. If you did that, just as a note, I might need a new keyboard here soon. This keyboard is not doing its job. My WASD keys are messed up a little bit. I must have been grinding zombies too hard. Okay, so if you want the camera beside, right? So obviously you would take the camera, go like this. Take the camera, go like this. Right? I'm just going to guess some values. We'll just go 9 here. We'll go 8. Good enough. But remember, we got to rotate too, right? So we got to rotate it about the y-axis. I'm going to assume that might be the negative direction. Let's go negative 90. Okay, yeah, that was it. Okay, let's run that, see where we're at. Okay, we can't really see the plane now. Okay, now having a look at it, we're kind of below the plane a little bit, right? So I'm gonna just play around here, guys. Okay, maybe you want to see it from the side view. Okay, let's go. We'll just keep this here. Control C. We'll just keep our original values, and then we'll just go like this. Okay. Control Home, Shift S, and then just see where we're at. Keep clicking the wrong thing here. I guess I could look at the game view. Okay, we can see the wheel now. Okay, maybe we need to go up a little bit. Okay, so on our Y. Was the Y too much? I don't remember. Let's go 1.5. Okay, game view. Okay, that's where it's kind of looking. So is that going to work? No. So it's a little bit different, right? Maybe if we get rid of the offset, right, guys? Okay, so make the offset. We're just going to put everything 0. Let's see. Okay, that's supposed to be our perspective. Let's see. And it's not. Okay, it's kind of lying to us a little bit. There's another way of doing this. So I got a 0 offset. We could just move the camera, right? Just to make life a little bit easier. So let's go 55. Okay, that's probably too much. 51. It really doesn't take much to move the camera. 1 meter. Okay, we're still looking at the wheel. Y. Our offset's all 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Let's go 52. Run that. Okay, is it changing at all? No, it's not. Boy, we really need the offset. We do. We honestly do. Changing that value isn't really doing much. Okay, we're going to go back to 50 and then see where we are. Hang on, hold up. Okay, camera. I'm not messing things up here, am I? What is going on here? Was I changing these values? I hope not. Let's go. I'm gonna go Control Z, 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 Z. Okay, there. Our camera's back to where it was. I feel like I accidentally changed something, so I just wanted to kind of rewind a little bit. Okay, that's not helping. Let's add the offset. What are we going to change in our values? We want to change Y, and, well, Y should just be good enough, right? Y to 1. Let's see. Control Home. Shift S. If I had left it alone, we would have been fine. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Except it seems like the camera is glitching inside. So, but we don't want it to glitch inside. Let's see. I can move it backwards in the Z direction. Negative 1. We're just messing around, guys. We're testing and learning. Okay? Not really where we're going. So where are we going? Let's make it positive. Okay, I'm not sure where we are. Now if we change X, Y, Z, Z could be, I don't know, which way are we going? The wrong way? 1. Z, whoa. What is up? That's really messing with my mind now. Z is the X direction? Because we're negative 90. Oh, man. That's why. Okay? It's not logical. Not logical at all. Okay? So I'm going to leave it where it was. So we're moving it based off. So, oh my God. That's really messed up. Really messed up. Okay, I'm going to go like that. We're going to back it up a little bit here. Okay, we're going to have a look now. Okay, what is it you're doing, Batman? It's crazy. Let's zero these values. Okay, our camera has no offset right now. Okay. And it's looking at the wheel again. Wow, that's interesting. See how Z is supposed to be blue? It's because we rotated it 90 degrees, guys. That's why it changes things. This is not X again or anymore. Z. Just depends on your rotating, right? 20. 20 and 10. Okay. Still looking at that. Why are you stuck on that? Because we need an offset. The camera is looking at the camera is basing its information off of the plane. That's why. So we totally 100% need the offset. So now I got to think, okay, which values are we moving? right? That's the key. So we are moving, we're figuring this out. So we're moving, well, we don't need to move that anymore. Let's actually, okay, that could maybe stay there. Let's leave that at 6. Okay, I want to have a look here. Come on. Okay, so we're kind of looking at it, right? We'll keep it at 50x. Okay, let's just keep it there. Okay, we're still going to be looking at the airplane. We need the offset. We 100% need the offset because it's going off of the, I have to really remember to think about this. Okay, it's going off of our, that's why we're seeing the wheel, guys, because with no offset, we're just looking at this. Oh, but look at this. Okay. It's still forward. Okay, hold up. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, so Z is changing. Okay, so we're going to change Z only. All right, it doesn't make sense logically, but we're going to do that. Z, no, why do we want to change Z? We want to change this value. That's what it is. X, Control Z. Okay, and I don't know, I'm going to just go with a value of 20. Okay, I don't know if that's the right direction, but we're going to find out. Wow, this is kind of really, I don't know if this is right or not, guys, but we'll find out. Let's go! Let's go! Finally! You 100% need the offset, guys. 100%. Okay? Is that too far away, do you wonder? I can move this in, I don't know, let's move it to 18. Okay? And then we're going to change our value here as well to 18. Okay? And then these could be just 0. Okay? They don't need to be, because we're not changing those. Okay? They could stay as 0. There's no sense doing all that extra typing. Okay? That's saved. Let's run this again. Okay? I brought it a little bit closer to the plane. We could probably go up a little bit. Now looking at this, our Y is changing. Okay, so that's normal. Y is normal. Okay, so Y could go up, I don't know. I'm not going to mess with this, but let's move Y up in the, I don't know, 1.0 F. Okay, we'll just go up 1 meter, 3 feet. Okay. Did I save it? No, I didn't. Control Home Shift S. You're not going to see the changes if you don't save it, guys. Okay, here we go. So we should be up a little bit. Okay, not much. We could go a little bit more. Let's go 1.5. Probably not going to see much of a change, but maybe a little bit. Okay, is it looking like it's getting a little more center? It is. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Is that close enough, you guys? I hope so. Because I think I spent enough time. To be honest, this is good for you guys. Okay? You get to see what to do if you position. I mean, you can position this anywhere, right? But you have to remember, when you're doing this, you have to base it off of the plane's position, right? Which is the game object. Okay, let's go back so we clearly understand. We need to do our offset based off, that's the reference point right there, guys. That's our reference point. Okay? Let's go! And I can bring it a little bit closer if I wanted to. but we aren't going to mess around anymore. I think that's enough. I hope that helps. Okay, so that's another check mark. Done. Woo! Okay, the camera is not following the plane. We got that one done. That's already a check mark. Is it following it? Yes, it is. Okay, that's done. Check mark. Bonus. Okay, we're on the bonus, guys, and that's it. Okay, here's the bonus. Okay, the bonus is the plane's propeller does not spin. Okay, so let's look at the plane. The plane actually, this is an object that's attached to another object. So the plane is an object and the propeller is an object. Okay, guys? So that's why you're able to do, so if you think about it, you can create script for objects, okay, in Unity, guys. So which means we can actually create a script for the propeller. Let's go! Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, we are gonna need, what are we gonna need? We are gonna need, obviously, a script, okay? So I'm clicking script here. That's kind of the first thing. We might as well start with that. Create C# script, okay? I'm gonna call it propeller rotate, and then we'll just put an X behind it as well. Okay, there we go. So we're creating a script specifically for our propeller only. Okay, again, so you guys can see what I did. Okay, again, I'm staying in my challenge project. Okay, I'm not putting it in here. Okay, that's okay here, this plane, but whatever. Let's just ignore all that. Okay, because that's our other course library, our original one, right? So I'm staying in my challenge project. We already have a script folder. This is for our video. This is our script folder, XXX. That's our new script. Again, I should probably have deleted my original script so that I wouldn't have messed things up. And I could use an hour and 40-minute nap and, I don't know, maybe more coffee. I've had a lot of coffee today, to be honest. But let's go. Let's keep going. Okay. So I click script in my challenge one project, right click, create C# script. Make sure you name it. No spaces, guys. It's a class. When you're creating script, again, it's a class. All classes begin with uppercase letter. If you have a second word, that word has an uppercase letter. If you have a third word, that is also uppercase. Okay, so let's double click our code. So that's all I did. We already have our project for our 3D engines here. Okay, it's got the same name as our project. Okay, 3D engines. Okay, all this script, this is in here. So anything we save here is saved in our file system. Okay, guys, it's part of the project. All right, let's go. Okay, again, I could actually remove these as we could do some cleanup after if I remember. Let's go here. That's going to say nothing here. Okay, Control Home, Shift S. Okay, propeller rotate script. And going to our airplane. Let me just have a look. Rotation speed and vertical speed. We don't really need those as public because we're not really changing those values. So I'm going to go here quickly and look. I could change them right here. Rotation speed is your up and down. Do we actually have control of this thing yet? I know, you know, that's something else we need to do. Do we have up and down control? No, we don't. Okay, we still have to do that yet. Okay, up and down. Let's maybe get that done quickly. What's missing? Why don't we have up and down speed? Okay, let's look at our player control X. Okay, that's our airplane. Okay, make sure we're actually looking inside of our airplane script here. Okay, I'm gonna delete this too. We're gonna clean up a little bit. Okay, and I want to go like this. Where did I put that? Hold up. Okay, I put it with that. So I can go like this. Tab, good enough. Same thing with here. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like this, just so I don't mess things up. Okay. Little notes for myself. Okay, quickly let's do this. Actually, we can change our rotation speed, but our vertical input could be private. We don't need that as public. So I'm gonna do that. Control X, Control Z, Control Z. That's the wrong spot. Control V. Okay, there we go. Control Home, Shift S. Hopefully you guys understand what I just did. Okay, so now we only have rotation speed. So all I did was take our vertical input, which is a float, and I made it private. Okay, because we don't need it public. So if we go player control here, it's all private, right? Now here, look, here's a little tip. The program's actually telling us how much time we got in here. I feel like I want to finish this up. Okay, we're getting to the limits here of time. Okay, so the program here, I'm going to try to be quick. We're going to get control of the plane, and we're going to get the propeller spinning, and then that's going to be it for this challenge. Okay, guys? I'm going to finish this up. Okay, the program is saying, hey, look, it's going, Bob, you got this here, but you don't have it assigned, right? So that's the hint, guys. The program's telling you that you've created this variable, but you haven't assigned it. Okay, so if we look at our player control, remember our forward input? We used it, not our forward, was it horizontal? Kelly Clarkson! Forward input was the W, yes. And that was with our forward momentum. So that's what we're using to control the plane, right? So let's go back. So we're missing that value in our code here. Okay? So that needs to go with what? So remember, guys, okay? This says move the plane forward at a constant rate. Okay? So what that means is no user input or control. Okay, so the way this code is written out, the code is written to only, or to allow the program or software to, it basically makes the airplane fly on its own. Okay, recall, if you want to have control, you use the input. Remember that, guys? If I remove this input, right, now we have no more user control. It'll run automatically on its own. It'll operate and drive and function on its own. Okay? That's kind of where I'm getting at. Hopefully you understand. I'm trying to be quicker here. Okay, so we need some vertical input. Okay? And oh look, they already put the code in here for us. Okay, I've double clicked it, and the program will also tell you where else that it says that same name. Okay, so the input is get axes and vertical. Okay, I think that'll work. I hope. Let's go here quickly. So we're supposed to use our up and down arrows. Up and down. I mean, Q and E would work, I guess. Q and E is but we want to rotate forward and rotate backwards. WASD. So I don't know what would be good keys for that. I don't really use airplane flying simulator software much. So, the only times I've ever flown anything was either in Far Cry 5 or Call of Duty or whatever, right? Flying a helicopter or something. Helicopter controls are quite a bit different too. So, let's see. For we could use the W and the S because remember, these when we run the game, the plane is going to fly on its own. We don't need to tell it to fly. Okay, that's what I just finished explaining. So we need up and down, like tilt forward and tilt back. Okay, that's what we need. Let me just go like that, right? So we need tilt forward and tilt back. When we're tilting, we're going to be tilting on this axis, right? Make sense? That's our pivot point. I feel like I did something there. It's very strange. Okay, but that's okay. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Oh, music. Okay, there we go. We're back. Oh, I notice no sound really quick. Okay, I gotta hurry up. Okay, so we need input. We don't have any input yet. So we gotta take the input and we already have it moving forward, so that means we don't need it in this code. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at, guys, so you understand. So we need tilt the plane up and down. They've given us the notes here, but let's pretend the notes aren't there, okay? We're figuring this out on our own. We're actually trying to use our own brain here. Okay, so I just want to look here. Turn speed. Okay, our input is the second. So I'm going to go here, times, and there. So now we have input. We have, if we look, our speed times our input times time times our vector. Okay, is our vector correct? Up and down. I wanted to look at our controls quickly. File, edit. Is it preferences? It's one or the other. Okay, it's not that. Okay, so project settings, input controls. So we're gonna use W and S. Okay, which is our vertical. Yeah, that'll work. So our W and S will be our rotate. Okay, there we go. I think we're gonna be okay. So our tilt forward, tilt back. Hopefully that works. Let's look at our code here. So rotation speed. Oh, rotation speed. There we go. We haven't assigned a value to it. Okay, I'm not sure what the tilt rotation should be, guys. We could try a low number for now. Let's go equals 10.0 F. Okay. Whoa, settle down, Batman. 0 F. Okay, let's try that. Okay, we have to give it a value. All right. So I don't know if that's going to update here at all. It didn't. Okay, so but I'm just going to put 10. Okay. Control S and let's run it. I want to see if we actually have tilting action now. Oh, we're going left and right. Okay. So we got the wrong control. That's left and right. Tilting, we want to tilt the y-axis. Just hold up. Let's think about this. We're rotating on the y-axis. We don't want to do that. We want to rotate on the x-axis. So we're using the wrong one. Which one should we be using? Not, is it down? Down. That's also y-axis. That's a good question. Forward won't work. We already got forward. Hold up. Yeah, we're using forward. Back won't work. Down. What do we use, guys? Okay, what do we use? Let's see. Hold up. Down? Down. Okay, down. Down is that value. Okay, let me just see. Okay, hold up. Vertical input. Our vector is okay. Left. Okay, let's think about it. Left. X value. There, that's what we want. That's what I'm looking for, guys. Okay, just so you understand. Okay, we want to rotate about the X value. Okay, that's our pivot point on the X. Okay, rotation speed multiplied by our vertical input. I know the vertical input's working because I just rotated the airplane left and right. It doesn't steer like a vehicle, right? And the vector 3 was incorrect. Okay, let's run it and check it out. We should be tilting forward and up and down. Yes, there we go. Let's go. Whoa. But our rotation speed's pretty slow. Okay, so we could actually speed that up a little bit. Rotation speed, maybe half of what that is. So let's change it to 31. I'm just going to go 50% of our forward speed for now. I don't know what rotation would be, to be honest. And I just want to speed this up. Come on. Okay. Some wacky and wild number. Okay, 50% of our forward speed. Okay. I want to make this. Okay, that. What am I doing, Batman? I'm really messing with this thing. Focus here on your code, Batman. Okay, there. Okay, that's why things aren't updating. Rotation speed. Okay, I'm being silly. Okay, focus on your variables. Okay. Now I'm gonna make this actually. For now, I'm just gonna copy this, and we'll make it private later. It doesn't update right here, so but I want it to update right here as well. Okay, so let's rotate this. Should be a little bit quicker. There we go. Okay, I don't know if that's any better. It's not bad. Okay, let's fly upside down for a while. See, if I leave the controls alone, we're actually flying upside down on our own here. Now we're outside our dome. Get control, get control. We're stalling, stalling. Crash, that's it. Game over. Awesome sauceum. We got it. Now the rotation speed, I don't know. It could be whatever, right? We'll have to figure out. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that, and we'll figure out the value later. So I'm going to make that private. Control X. I'm going to put it there. Okay, Control Home, Shift S. Unity's updating, so there we go. Now we can't enter any values here, but it should be good. Okay, if you want to change your rotation speed, you're going to actually have to edit it in your code now. Okay, guys, make sense? All right, we're done. So let's do the propeller. Okay, now that we finally got control of our aeroplane. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's do our propeller code. Okay, so we need a prop speed. Okay, right? Obviously, the prop is going to spin at whatever propeller's speed. Okay, I'm just going to go with a value here. I don't know. Rotation speed is what? What's a 2,500 to 3,000 RPM? Okay, I don't know. We'll do some math later. Trying to speed things up. That number's way too high. So we're gonna kind of just go with something random here. Let's see. We need a constant. Okay. Go here. That's gonna be that's the wrong value. I'm gonna change that, guys. Okay. Okay. Control V. Control X. I'm just gonna. Whoops. I'm gonna go here like this. Private field. It's gonna be a constant. And we're going to change it to, we're going to call it prop speed. Okay? Does that work, guys? Yeah, that works. Prop speed. Okay? 62. I don't know. We can start with that value, right? It won't hurt. We need a starting point. Okay? There we go. So, again, if we go back, remember our code when we're steering our tank? And remember, translate is linear, okay? Linear means straight line, okay? Kind of like the way most people think in the world. Very linear, okay? It's hilarious, right? I know.
No!
Okay, so we need to rotate, right? So it makes sense, right? It's a propeller. It needs to rotate. Okay, so let's try transform. Okay, dot rotate. Again, it's a method, and close off your method. Okay, we're gonna finish up here. Okay, here's the code for it. It's a little wild. Okay, but I'm just gonna type it without really explaining it. We're gonna need the time fixed delta time again. We will be using that. That's kind of common, except it's called something else. Okay, we're going to use this. We're going to still need that. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. Now let's have a look. Okay, actually I'm going to go Control Z for now. Let's have a look. Rotate. 5 overloads. To be honest, I don't even know. So I'm just going to put something here. And let's see what the code tells us. Okay. Okay, here we go. Vector 3 Eulers. Space relative to, it says 5 overloads. Okay. Applies a rotation. Euler axis Z degrees around the Z axis. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Our propeller. Let's click our propeller. And we're going to be rotating about the Z axis. Yeah, that makes sense, right? We're going to be rotating about the Z axis. Okay, so I've already kind of got this code already, so I'm just going to show you without over explaining it. Okay, so there we go. I wanted to see some values here so we could actually explain it. Float X angle, float Y angle, float Z angle. That's not what we're using. Okay, but we need our prop speed now. Okay. Okay, that's a value. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, finally, this is what I'm looking for. These arrows here, guys. This program wouldn't let me scroll. It actually created an issue for me showing you guys, right? That's why I typed in values. I don't know why these little arrows aren't coming up. Okay, float X angle. Obviously, we don't want to rotate on the X. We don't want to rotate on the Y, so that makes sense. But we do want to rotate on the Z. And space is relative to, let's see what else it says. Relative to determines whether to rotate the game object either locally to the game object or relative to the scene. So, right, obviously, the propeller is part of another object, right? Remember I said the plane is an object? And the propeller is its own object. Okay? Propeller. The propeller is its own object, guys. The plane is its own object. The propeller is its own object. Again, this object is attached to the plane. Okay? We can't really see it here, but it is. Whoops. Okay, da-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba. And again, the arrows are gone. I'm just going to keep going. So now at this point, we got x0, y0. Our prop speed is going to be our prop speed variable. And now we're going to go multiple. I don't want to copy a comma. I meant multiply. And this is where we multiply it by time. But this is rotational speed, so it's a little bit different to linear. So it's fixed delta time, guys. Fixed delta time, comma, and then we type what's called space. Space is, let me just finish it. Space is an enum. So I don't know, I don't want to get into it. Enums can hold, like, it's kind of like an array in a sense. It can hold colors. It has index positions. You guys, I recommend you just grind out and learn C++ and C# code. I've already spent, I don't want to spend too much time talking about coding, all right? If you have any questions or concerns, just let me know in comments. I'll try to answer your question the best of my ability. Hopefully I've had enough sleep and enough coffee. Okay, Unity engine space. The coordinate space in which to operate. It's a type which is not valid, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're not quite finished. Okay, so we need a dot. There we go. Space enum dot. And now let's look at what they have here. Self. Self applies transformation relative to the local coordinate system. Okay, what is world? We don't want it world, right? We don't want it rotating based on the world. We want it rotating based on self. Self is the airplane. Okay, that makes sense? And there we go. That's it. That's the code for rotating a propeller, guys. Okay, again, the space is relative to the self, and the self, right? Again, remember, I said this is an object attached to this. So relative to self, relative to the plane is what it means. Okay, let's check it out. Hopefully we're going to be golden. Okay, let's fly a plane, guys and gals. Let's go. Zzz, except now our propeller's not spinning. Okay, what are we missing? Okay, I'm going to stop there. Right, we're missing something. What are we missing? Let's see. We got to think about this. Okay, what do we have to do, guys? Okay. Just letting you guys think. Okay, maybe most of you've got it already. Okay, so look at our plane. Okay, something's not working because we forgot to do a step, right? So here's the step. Remember, whenever you create script, attach the script to the object. In this case, our airplane has the player controller script. We created we have a propeller object, but it's missing the script, guys. Okay, so I'm clicking our propeller. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I did want to rename it. Okay, make sure it says propeller in the inspector. Okay, in our properties. Now I'm going to lightly drag this script to here. Okay, from here to here. All right, let's go. Control S. Everything should be saved here. We got, yeah, it looks good. Okay, it looks good. All right, let's test it out, guys and gals. Let's fly a plane. Can we do it this time? Are we going to actually fly this time? For real? Let's see. Yeah, let's go! Except it's not spinning. Oh, we crashed. It's not spinning very fast. That means we're stalling, right? So we need to actually increase that speed. Okay, so I'm gonna go, I don't know, let's say, um, let's see, so our propeller rate is 62, so I don't know, maybe we could double it. Rotational speed, propeller speed, I mean, it's 2,500 RPMs. I don't know what it is in meters per second. I don't want to actually sit here calculating it. So let's just go, let's increase our value to 125%. Okay, let's try that. 62.78 times 1.25. Okay, we'll try that out. We'll see if that works. 78. I'm just going with some random crazy numbers, guys and gals. Okay. You know, they're not, it's nothing too serious. We're just going with random numbers. Okay, let's try it out. Should be spinning a little bit faster now, right? Not bad. Not bad. Does that seem fast enough? It's spinning. That's the main thing, guys, right? Okay, we're flying upside down. All right, let's go. Okay, that's it. Okay, we got it working, guys and gals. I'm going to look at the script quickly so you guys can see it in case you want to copy the code. I'm fine with that. I'm here to help you guys and gals learn. I appreciate you following along and watching. Okay. Oh, and our other X control. Okay. There we go. So follow player for camera. Player controls to fly the plane. Remember, the plane is moving in a forward direction on its own. No user input. And our propeller is rotating at, that's the code for our propeller. Now here it's saying blah blah blah. It's suggesting delta time. I don't know. Okay, program I'm sure has reasons. It won't hurt, I guess, to try it out. See if there's any difference. I don't know. But again, the program's suggesting it. Which one's better? Which one's the right one? I have no answer for that. Okay? But for the most part, all the values are the same except for time. Okay? Let's go 150%. 62 point. Whoops. 78 times 1.5. Okay, 94.1. Let's see if it looks better. And then we're going to end here. Okay, 1.7. We'll increase the propeller speed a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. That's looking better. Okay, I think that's a good speed. Not bad. Not bad at all, guys. Whee! Our rotation, I don't know, it seems kind of normal. It feels like it's moving the way a plane should move. But what do I know? I've never flown a Cessna before. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Guys and gals, thank you for watching this challenge project. Again, if you want to try it yourself, that is learn.unity.com, guys and gals. Stay tuned. Hopefully, I plan on doing some more based on interest of views. Hopefully, there's a bunch of you out there watching. You guys are awesome people. Appreciate you watching the series. You guys are great. You truly are. Subscribers, let's go. You guys are all awesome. I want to give quick shout outs to, just hold up, guys. I could go here. Let's go to the stream here. All right, Felipe. I'll give you quick shout outs too. Felipe, hi, how you doing? Appreciate you being here. That's the end of the series. If you want to watch this series, start from video 1 in this and check it out. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna shout you out the next time I do a stream. I want to save your name here though. Hold up. I'm actually gonna have your name. I'm gonna save it later, but I just want to make sure I don't forget here. Okay, where did I save that again? That was in which one do I have open here? I shouldn't have closed it. Script. I kind of have my script backed up, guys. Goodness gracious. 2 and the challenge. I think it's in here, I think. Yes, there we go. Okay, I got your name saved, Felipe. I'm gonna shout you out next time, my guy. Actually, your name will be shouted out in the video. Appreciate you being here. Quick shout outs to Soma Tract, Toxi Media, Felipe Medeiros. I hope I got that right. And my guy, Master Reese. Appreciate every single one of you chatters. You know, those of you that chatted. I appreciate you viewers too. I don't know who you are, because obviously I can't see your name. I can't see you watching. So, but either way, I want you to know I appreciate you. So let's go. You guys have an awesome day. I will see you guys and gals in the next video. For now, Johnny's saying take care and peace out. Oos.